Hey guys, today I have a new update for my whole collection project pan. I'm so excited. We have actually quite a bit to go through today. We did good this month, better than I thought that we were. So let's get into it. If you haven't been watching my other updates, what I'm doing for this project this year is a little different than what I did last year. My overall goal is to use everything 20 times. And then if it's a product that also has a pan, so let's just pull this. This is something that's in here. If I were to use it 20 times or hit pan, whichever one comes first, again, obviously if it has a pan. If not, 20 uses is my main goal. Now, I am rolling in 2 eyeshadows at a time, and everything has a max of 2. So I have 2 lip glosses, 2 blushes, 2 eyeshadows, kind of like that. And if I pull a palette, so this is one of the palettes I have in right now. I randomly selected one of the eyeshadows, but I'm going to use the palette as a whole if it's in a palette, if this all makes sense. So if I pull a palette, it will be for 10 uses as a whole, instead of 20. So that is how we are doing our project this year. Now let's get into the progress. So after all that confusion, let's get into it. First, we're gonna go just in order of how everything rolled in. The first thing we have is my Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in IRL, and this is what it looked like last time. Last time we were at 8 uses, and here's what it looks like today. And we're at 20 uses today, so this one will be rolling out. I really enjoyed using this one. I'm not sure if you can really tell a difference. I haven't looked at the close-up from last time either, but I mean, I think it looks like I've used quite a bit. I just kind of took an eyeshadow brush, like a lid, like a flat shader brush, and would use it to top over top of my look. And I used it 20 times. I really enjoyed it. I love this color still, but this one's rolling out. The next product is my Hip Dot palette. This is the C Note palette. And again, with palettes, I'm just kind of using the entire thing 10 times. Last time we were at 4 uses and we were able to get to 10. So we used it 6 more times and we are rolling it out. Here's what it's looking like. Last time I shared a bonus pan in Bedrock, and we did expand that pan. Now it's like completely at side pan. So there's that one, pretty exciting. And I did use some of the blues this time. Last time I was kind of just sticking to the neutrals, which I still pretty much was, but I did use, let's see, I used Tulum on the lower lash line. I used Spirit on the lower lash line. And, oh, what was the other one? Well, I think I used Goddess because that one looks like I've used it, but then I thought I used one of these brighter ones. I think this one, Merryweather, this one, Meltweather. I think I used that one. I don't remember, but all the blues I just used on the lower lash line, and then I was still sticking to the same look, so I'm not going to swatch anything new. I was pretty much still just using these 2 in the crease and these 2 on the lid. This one as an eyeliner. This one I used a little bit, but I think I touched pretty much everything in this palette, which is like what I want from this project. Besides like a few of the blues I didn't use, but I'm really excited about the progress I got on this palette. Again, a bonus pan that I was not expecting, and 10 good uses on this one. So that one will be rolling out as well. Next we have a lipstick. This is the Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lip Color from Fergie, and it's in the shade Plum You. I can't ever say this one, but I used it 6 more times. Last time we were at 4, so we are at 10 uses on this guy. This one will stay in. But I'm gonna try to have this one rolled out for next update. I just gotta use it 10 more times, but that's the color there. It's a pretty color. I like it. There hasn't been any progress on the paper. I do have it measured, but there was no progress, so we're not going to share that. But this one will still stay in the project. Next, we have a blush. This is Tarte Blushing Bride, and this one had 5 uses last update, and this is what it looked like. I was able to use it 5 more times, so we're at a total of 10. I still have 10 uses to go, but this is what it's looking like, probably about the same. It's a very like dense blush. You don't get much powder kick up, but I really like this color. It's a really easy blush to wear. I just have a lot of blushes I'm rotating through right now. And then once I hit 10, I kind of just stopped and focused on some other stuff because I already met quite a few goals in this project. So I wanted to have something to be able to hopefully hit a goal for next time. So this one will stay in, but I think I can have this one rolled out for next update. Super light swatch of it right there. They are very similar tones, but this one will stay in, but again, I want to try to get this one rolled out for next time. Next we have another lipstick. This is my lipstick number 27 from my palette, and I used it one more time. Last time I used it once, this time I used it once. So we have 2 uses on this guy. We have 18 more to go. I just keep forgetting about it. It's in my like little face palette. It's not, so like maybe I'll mix it with my cream blush and get use on it that way, just because it's literally sitting right next to my cream blush in my palette. Let me put this back in, I'll show you. So it's in this little palette just because this is like my deep magnetic palette, but I just always forget to come back around to this for lips because I either don't wear anything on my lips or I run in here quick before I leave and just throw on like a bomb. So one more use. We're on 2 uses on that guy. We've got a long way to go on that one. The next one, we also have a long way to go. This is the Ciate Shadow Flip. I depotted it last time and it's now a pigment instead of a liquid eyeshadow. It's in the shade Ember, and I used it one more time. I had 1 use on it last time and 1 use on it this time. So that's what it's looking like. I'm not gonna dump it everywhere. I used it as an eyeliner this time, and I did like it as an eyeliner. It didn't show up as much as I wanted it to, but there's the color. It shifts from red to green. It's just not my favorite shift. I like the red part, but then the green is like really dark. So I don't like to have like a dark shade all over my lid. And I think it's just too dark. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. So I'm going to try to focus in on this one on the lower lash line or as an eyeliner and see if we can make progress there on that one. So we're at 2 uses on that guy. Okay, next we have my Becca Sunsetter palette, the shade Vava Bloom, which is, if I can open it, it's a blush shade. This is what it looked like before. And here's what it looks like today. So it's this shade right here, and it is a blush categorized in my blush inventory. For this project, I actually though was mixing it every single day with the highlighter and wearing it as a highlighter. So that's what it looks like. I got good use on this entire palette. I used the bronzer at least a handful of times, as well as this blush at least a handful of times. And then I got 20 uses on both of these because I mix them together every time. So I'm happy with my usage on this one. I did use it 20 times. I was at 10 last time, 10 this time, so this one can roll out. Next we have a lip gloss. This is the Tarte Energy Lip Surgent, And it's basically a clear gloss, a little bit of a pink tint, but pretty much clear. And I was at 7 uses last time, and we used it 13 more times. I'm at 20, so this one is rolling out. I really enjoyed it. It's just a nice everyday lip gloss, and there's not a ton left in here. I have decided I'm just going to put it back in my collection. I was debating between putting it back in my collection or in my project pan box, but I have other stuff that's older that I want to use up before I get to this one. But there's not a ton left in here, so eventually I should be able to come back around and finish this guy. But that one will be rolling out. Next, we have the 2 products that I rolled in last time, so they're fresh still in this project. We have my Ace Beauté Floral Vintage palette. And again, with palettes, my goal is just to use the entire palette 10 times. And this is what the palette looked like last time. Here is the palette today. No new bonus pans or anything crazy like that. I don't think I will hit a bonus pan in here. But I only used it 2 times. I do want to focus in on this palette for this update and try to hit at least, I think I can get to 10. That's only 8 more uses. I should be able to get to 10. And it's a really pretty color story for this time of year. And the only thing that I don't love about this palette is everything comes off so orange. And I've heard other people talk about that too, but like basically all of the mattes are orange, even if they don't look orange. And it's just weird. But I'm still really enjoying this palette. I mean, I only use it twice. I did have, last year I had Esther in my Pan Those eyeshadows, so I did get some use on the palette as a whole then as well, but yeah. I don't feel like swatching anything in here. I don't really remember exactly what colors I used, so next month I will go through and swatch my favorite shades from here. But I have 2 uses on this guy, 8 more to go. And then lastly, we rolled in another lip gloss. This is the Smashbox Instant Matte Lipstick Transformer Gloss. So it's a matte lip gloss, basically, is what I have in my spreadsheet. And I thought this was gonna feel super nasty, but it actually wasn't bad. So I only have 1 use on it. I just was focused in on other glosses, but I think I should be able to get through this one pretty easy. I just gotta, you know, pull it out and focus on it. But it didn't feel as bad as I thought it was going to. And it made your lips more of a cream finish, not like a super flat, dry matte. It was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. So I'm not as apprehensive of this as I was. So that's good. That's everything we're rolling out. We get to roll in some new items. How many new things do we get to roll in? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we get 4 roll-ins, right? Let me double check. So we can roll in 1 more eyeshadow palette. No lipsticks. I already have 2 lipsticks. We can do 1 more blush and 1 lip gloss. Everything else I think should be fair game. Pretty much. We'll just kind of see what we get. So let's get to it. I'm excited. If I roll in something that I'm already working on in a project, I will roll again. But other than that, what's my rule? No lipstick. That's the only thing I have a restriction on for right now. So let's see what we get. 4193. That is a newer product. And it's a palette. Okay, so we got our palette right off the bat, which means no more palettes. It's the Juvias Place Nubian 2 palette. So let me write that down. So that is our new palette. I'm excited. It's a new one that I haven't used yet. So that's exciting. But no more palettes, so I'm gonna have to skip again if I get a palette or a like pressed powder eyeshadow. Okay, we got an eyeliner. That one's kind of cool. I do like getting eyeliners. I am doing an eyeliner project pan, so I don't like prefer it, but I don't mind, especially this one. It's a nice bronzy color. This is the Bodyography Eye Pencil in Bodyography Bronze. I actually do really like this pencil, so that'll be a good one to have out. All right, 2 more items. That one is an eyeshadow palette, so we're going to skip. And that's another eyeshadow. Again, we're going to skip that one. Okay, we can do this. It's not an ideal item, but we'll do it. This is my MAC Fix Plus spray. I have one that's scented and 2 that are brand new that are plain. This is one of the plain ones. I am trying to pan a setting spray right now, so it's like not ideal, but it's fine. It'll give me a little break if I start to get tired of the other one. So I guess it's fine. All right, and one more item. Let's see what we get. Eyeshadow, obviously. Eyeshadow. Another eyeshadow. Eyeshadow. Okay, this is a highlighter. We can do that, right? Yeah, I don't think I have any highlighters in right now. See, yay. Okay, this is the Oprah highlighter in All of the Lights. I think this is in a palette. But, like, that's fine. I'll go get it. Yeah, I think it's in the palette. I don't know why I didn't write down that it was a palette, but okay. I'm gonna go grab everything and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I actually, like, had everything right here. I didn't have to get up and go get everything, which was nice. Anyway, let's go in order of how we rolled things in. I just have such a pile of stuff in front of me. Oh, it's stressful. Okay. First, we rolled in the Juvias Place Nubian 2 palette. And this one is just going to be a 10-use, whatever I want to do palette. No specific pan. This is pretty. So here is what the palette looks like. They are like ginormous sized pans. I actually haven't tried the Juvias Place formula yet, and I'm excited to. They had a really good Black Friday sale, so I got a whole bunch of palettes from them on Black Friday. But it was like I had one palette that was completely missing, and they didn't refund me for it, which was sketchy. And then I had another one that had a shade completely broken. They didn't do anything about it. But so there was that. But I'm still excited to try out their stuff. So this is the Nubian 2. Mostly shimmers, but I'm excited to play around with this palette. And I will come back and swatch shades that I used next month. The next item is the Bodyography Bronze eyeliner. Sorry, that was distracting. I think someone's playing with their dog behind my window because I just saw a toy go flying, which is weird because nobody's usually back there ever, but whatever. That just caught me off guard. Anyway, this is a like bronzy eyeliner. I do really like this one. It is really pretty. It's kind of funny because I didn't have the eyeliner on this and for this update. Last month I rolled out an eyeliner and it was a very similar color to this one. So we're back to bronze again, but I like this one, so I'm glad to have this out. Then we rolled in a MAC Fix Plus spray. I'll mark it where we're starting and we can see how far down we get with 20 uses. I am panning a setting spray right now, but I guess this one will be fun to just throw in there for a month and get a little bit of use on. I do really like the MAC Fix Plus spray, so I'm not mad at it. And then lastly, we rolled in another little palette, but this is a highlighter. It's the shade All of the Lights from Oprah. It's the Good to Go palette. I didn't have that written down in my spreadsheet, so I was a little confused on which Oprah highlighter it was supposed to be, but here it is. So it is this center shade. It'll be nice. There's 4 shades where I can wear whichever one I want, or I can mix them all together, so it'll give me a little bit of a change of pace. And then there's also a bronzer, blush, and some eyeshadows if I want to play around with those as well. So I am excited about my choices for this update. This has been a really long video, but really quickly, I do want to go over some goals for next time. All of the new stuff I just rolled in, I just want to get a few uses on them. Honestly though, like the eyeliner, I could probably get 20 uses on, but I am still trying to play around with all my other eyeliners, so maybe I'll try to get to 10 on that one and stop. I would like to be able to get 8 more uses on my Ace Beauté palette and get this guy rolled out. So it's going to be a focus palette for this update to play around with. And then, let's see. Oh, I want to get this lipstick rolled out. I have 10 more uses on this guy, and I have 10 more uses on this blush. So I think those are my 3 goals, is to get the blush, the lipstick, and the palette rolled out. Everything else I just want to get some more uses on and get some good progress going. Hopefully I can start incorporating the depotted lipstick and the Ciate pigment a little bit more often. Maybe I can hopefully at least get to 5 on both of those. I'm on 2 right now, so that would be like a good little starter goal. But enough rambling. That's going to be everything for today's update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.